Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x is equal to 8 to the power of x. So I'm going to first start by rewriting 4 as 2 squared and 8 as 2 to the power of 3. So now I have 2 to the power of x plus 2 squared to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x. Now I can actually switch the places of these two exponents. So now I get 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x to the power of 2 is equal to 2 to the power of x to the power of 3. Now I can let 2 to the power of x equal to the variable u. So now if I replace 2 to the power of x with u, I get u plus u squared is equal to u to the power of 3. And now if I subtract u squared and u on both sides, I get u to the power of 3 minus u squared minus u is equal to 0. Now I'm going to factor out u, so I get u times u squared minus u minus 1 is equal to 0, and this gives me two equations. I get u is equal to 0, and I get u squared minus u minus 1 is equal to 0. So as you see, we already have one solution of u. So now to solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 1. So I have u is equal to negative of negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 1 all over 2 times 1. And this is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 4 over 2. And this is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. So these are two more solutions. So now remember how we let 2 to the power of x equal to u. So let's first start with u equaling 0. So we have 2 to the power of x equals 0. And there's actually no solution to this because you can't take the power of a number and make it equal 0. So now we have u is equal to 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. And 1 minus the square root of 5, that's going to be a negative number, and negative number divided by 2 is a negative number. And you can't take the power of a positive number and make it a negative number, so this is wrong as well. So finally, I have u is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And for this, I have 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. I can take the log on both sides, so I get log 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So I can move this to the front, and I get x times log 2 is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So if I divide both sides by log 2, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 log 2. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of y is equal to 2016. So, just at first glance from this problem, I can already tell that x is greater than y because we have 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of y equals 2016. And if x were less than y, then this would result in a negative number. But because it results in a positive number, we know that x is going to be greater than y. So this means that we can say that x is equal to y plus some constant k. So now, if I replace x with y plus k, I get 2 to the power of y plus k minus 2 to the power of y is equal to 2016. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of y plus k, that's going to equal 2 to the power of y times 2 to the power of k. Now I have this minus 2 to the power of y is equal to 2016. Now I can factor out 2 to the power of y. So I have 2 to the power of y times 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 2016. Now I can rewrite 2016 as 32 times 63. And now notice that I have an even number times an odd number. And over here, I have an even number, 2 to the power of any number is even, and I have an odd number, 2 to the power of any number is even, and an even number minus 1 is going to be an odd number. So, meaning these two are equal to each other, and these two are equal to each other. So I have 2 to the power of y is equal to 32, and 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 64. Or sorry, 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 63. So let's first start with 2 to the power of y equals 32. So we have 2 to the power of y is equal to 32, and 32, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 5. So I have 2 to the power of y is equal to 2 to the power of 5, meaning y is equal to 5. Now, for 2 to the power of k minus 1 equals 63, I'm going to first start by adding 1 on both sides, so these two cancel out. So now I have 2 to the power of k is equal to 64. 64, that's the same thing as 2 to the power of 6, meaning k is equal to 6. Now remember, x is equal to y plus k, so x is equal to 5 plus 6, meaning x equals 11. Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x is equal to 512. So to solve this problem, I'm going to first start by factoring out 4 to the power of x. So now I have 4 to the power of x times 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 512. Now I'm going to rewrite 1 plus 1 plus 1 as 4. So now I have 4 to the power of x times 4 is equal to 512. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So then these two cancel out, and now I get 4 to the power of x is equal to, actually, instead of doing that, I'm actually going to multiply these two. So if I have something in the form a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So 4 to the power of x times 4 to the power of 1, that's going to equal 4 to the power of x plus 1, which is equal to 512. So now, I'm going to rewrite 512 as 2 to the power of 9. So I have 4 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power of 9. And 4 here, I can rewrite as 2 squared. So now I have 2 squared to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power of 9. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 2 to the power of x plus 1, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 2 times x plus 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 9. Now if I distribute the 2, I get 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 9. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, m is 2x plus 2, and n is 9. So now I have 2x plus 2 is equal to 9. So to solve this, I can subtract 2 on both sides. These two cancel out. So I get x equals 7. And if I divide both sides by 2, I get x is equal to 7 over 2. So now to check, I have 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x is equal to 512. So 4 to the power of 7 over 2, this is 4 to the power of 7, the square root of 4 to the power of 7. So if I plug in this to a calculator, I get that the square root of 4 to the power of 7 is 128. So I have 128 plus 128 plus 128 plus 128, which is equal to 512. So this is right. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of x plus 4. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So now 2 to the power of x plus 4. This is going to equal 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 4. And this is still equal to x to the power of x. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to the power of x. So now these two cancel out, and if we have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is equal to a over b to the power of m. So x to the power of x over 2 to the power of x, this can be written as x over 2 to the power of x. Now this is equal to 2 to the power of 4. Now I'm going to take the power of 1/2 on both sides. And if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 1/2, this would equal 2 to the power of 4 times 1/2, which is simply just 2 to the power of 2. Now this is equal to x times 1/2 is x over 2. So now we have x over 2 to the power of x over 2. And this is equal to 2 squared. Now if a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, then this means that a is equal to b. So as you can see here, we have x over 2 to the power of x over 2 equals 2 squared. This means that x over 2 is equal to 2. And if we multiply both sides by 2, we get x is equal to 4. So this is our answer.